Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're excited to present our KU Blockchain Capstone project, which is Eden, a blockchain-powered credit system designed to make credit transparent, fair, and portable. Now, traditional credit systems kind of suck. They're confusing, locked to ranges like 300 to 850, and don't travel across borders. This means that immigrants and international students often have to start their credit from scratch, even if they were financially responsible elsewhere. Eden fixes this by creating a user-owned, blockchain-secured global credit identity that moves with you. Let's take a look at the first screen users see right after onboarding. Now, the first thing we see here is the dashboard, which includes the worldwide credit score, quest completed, and wallet balance. As you can see here, we've changed the traditional credit score from 300 to 850 to a much simpler 1 to 100 scale so that a credit score is more understandable globally. Right below that, we have quick stats. These give users an instant understanding of their financial health, with details including payment success, credit score gains, track towards a milestone, and their reliability. Instead of digging through long reports as in a traditional system, users can get essentials at just a glance. Moving on, we have explainable AI analysis. Our AI looks at patterns in the user's behaviors and provides helpful insights, things like areas where they're doing well, risks they might want to avoid, and suggestions for improvement. For example, as you can see here in the credit utilization section, the action needed is to reduce their credit utilization by 30% for optimal score improvement. This personalized tip shows that Eden doesn't just measure credit, it helps people improve it. There's also different sections such as payment history, account diversity, and credit age. Scrolling downwards, we have Credit Score Simulator, which is Eden's most interactive feature, one of Eden's most interactive features. This lets users test out what-if scenarios like increasing monthly income, paying off credit card debt, or opening a new account type to see how these actions might affect their global score or points. With real-time AI prediction, the simulator helps users make smarter, more informed financial decisions. Just as an example, we can see that if I scroll this all the way to the right, you can see how the projected credit score or the points are increased. And maybe I lower this one down and I can increase that. And it also has sections such as opening a new account type, adding to.
So here is the quest section. So this is sort of a way to recompensate for your past credit scores that may have fallen down, or just generally to increase your credit scores. You can see that it's 2 different points for credit score. You can get NFT minted and rewarded. This directly goes to our XRP, and it mints as a verifiable credential. So you'll see ahead that this actually gets minted as a VC and an NFT. If I press start, it pops up as a quest submitted on chain with Polygon scan. If I do complete, it stores it and mints it. This will go directly to our Explorer mode, which I'll come back very soon. So this is essentially how our quest system works. This is for the main part of our project, which is a cross-border verification. So our cross-border verification, as we don't really have actual bank values, we're going to fill it with demo values. This is going to go as a VC on XRPL. This prompts MetaMask to link our account and then eventually do an XRPL transaction of payment. We approve, and then it sets our transactions. Right. So essentially how this works is that there'll be a US lender. He'll know all the regulators of different countries. The US lender is not supposed to know all the different banks across the world, as there'll be too many banks account. So he has specific information about the regulators, and those regulators know all the banks that are there in their particular country. So what happens is that the lender is going to ask the regulator if this local bank is actually valid and it's trustable to actually get the data information that we need. This is essentially called a chain of trust. So you use 2 different VCs for the 2 different steps that we have. First VC for setting up our actual database of different regulators across the world, and those regulators having knowledge about all the banks in their particular country. So now if we verify VC on XRPL, we can import this to our account. We can also view this in the wallet. So you can see all the past quests that we completed are stored in the VC in the form of XRPL. We can also verify this chain that we just created for our Bangalore bank. Another cool feature you can see is Played. This is essentially how we import the different banks. You can have a real bank, or you can also have custom banks with custom JSON knowledge base, which is what we're doing right now. So over here, this is the Explorer mode. You can see our tree. These are the different orbs based on our NFTs that we have completed. You can see the NFT token, our time and date of the quest, and the time that we completed it. You can also change your themes based on the ranks you evolved. So if you have top 50, you can get Emerald, top 25 Diamond. You can also view different trees of different peoples. Another cool thing you might have noticed is this little bar here. This is an actual PWA, which is a progressive web app. This is helpful because we can set up for our mobile devices to get actual notifications based on the quest timings that we have.
And to go into the market overview, so we'll go into global demand. So over 1.4 billion people lack access to a worldwide credit scoring system. and this can lead to people not receiving loans and stuff like that. And also, the DeFi user base has surpassed 30 million plus wallets. There's also a push for decentralized identity standards, and also a need for new risk models built on-chain to integrate better with the existing systems. As far as the market size, there's millions of DeFi users and companies, and there's minimal, if any, competition that are using a credit scoring system the same way that we are. So for the market comparison, there's $150 billion opportunity to build and addressable market with DeFi lending and decentralized identity. There's a 20 billion room of freedom to invent and serviceable market. And then the market of our competitors is around $150 million.